You hand your suitcase to the agent at check-in, they wrap a paper tag around the handle, and it slides away through a little rubber curtain. That is the last you will see of it until it tumbles onto a carousel 1,000 miles away. In between, your bag takes a secret journey through one of the most complex machines in the entire airport, and almost none of it involves a human being. It all begins with that paper tag. Printed on it is a 10-digit barcode, and for the next few hours that number is your bag's entire identity. It is not addressed to you by name. The system does not care who you are. It only cares about that number, which is linked in a database to your exact flight, your destination, and the deadline by which the bag must be on the aircraft. These days you often print the tag yourself at a self-service kiosk and feed your own bag onto the belt, but the principle is identical. The paper you attach is a passport, and the barcode is the only name the machine will ever know your bag by. From the moment the tag is printed, a countdown begins, and the machine has one job. Get this number to that plane before the doors close. Behind the check-in desk, your bag drops onto a conveyor belt and disappears into a hidden world that passengers never see. At a large airport, this is not one belt but an enormous tangled network, sometimes stretching for miles of moving rubber, threading through basements and tunnels beneath your feet. The busiest of these systems can move tens of thousands of bags every hour. Your suitcase is now just one of them, and each one is racing toward a different plane, so the system has to keep every single bag from getting lost in the maze, all at the same time. Its first stop is security, and this happens completely automatically. The bag rolls through a powerful scanner, often a CT machine similar to the ones used in hospitals, which builds a full three-dimensional X-ray image of everything inside. If the software sees nothing suspicious, the bag never even slows down. But anything the machine flags climbs to a second, and even a third level of screening with more sensitive detectors and, in the end, a trained officer who can open the bag by hand. It is the same layered security you walk through yourself, running invisibly in parallel underneath the terminal. Most bags pass in seconds without a single person touching them. Now comes the clever part, sorting. As the bag races along, automatic tag readers fire scanners at it from every angle, hunting for that 10-digit barcode. The instant they read it, the system knows exactly where this bag needs to go. At the biggest airports, your suitcase is then dropped into its own little cart on a track, almost like a tiny roller coaster. These carts, known in the industry as destination-coded vehicles, can move faster than you could run, weaving through the building while a central computer tracks the exact position of every bag and reroutes it on the fly if a gate changes. When your bag arrives, a tilting tray simply flips and drops it exactly where it belongs, grouped with every other bag headed for the same flight. In the loading area, workers stack the bags into large metal containers, sealed pods shaped to fit perfectly inside the curved belly of the aircraft. A small tractor then tows a train of these containers out across the tarmac, where they are lifted and locked into the cargo hold beneath the passenger cabin. But before the doors close, a load controller checks exactly where every container sits, because the weight of the bags has to be balanced across the aircraft for it to fly safely. Your suitcase is not just cargo, it is part of the plane's center of gravity. And all of this, from the rubber curtain to the belly of the jet, often happens in less than 20 minutes while you are still walking to your gate. And yet bags still get lost. In a single recent year, the world's airlines mishandled around 24 million bags, roughly 5 for every 1,000 passengers. So what goes wrong? A surprising amount comes down to that humble barcode. Those printed labels can only be read correctly about 80 to 90% of the time. A crumpled tag, a bad angle, or a label folded under a strap, and the scanner goes blind. Around 1 in 10 mishandled bags is caused purely by a barcode the machine simply could not see. But the single most fragile moment is a connection. When you change planes, your bag has to be pulled from one flight and threaded onto another, sometimes with less than an hour to cross the entire airport. Miss that window, and your bag simply catches the next flight while you fly on ahead without it. This is why the barcode is quietly being replaced. Airlines are now embedding tiny radio chips called RFID directly into the tags. Instead of needing a clear line of sight, these chips can be read by radio waves from a distance, even through other bags stacked on top. The accuracy jumps from around 85% to over 99%. When Dubai International Airport rolled out radio tracking, it reported cutting lost and mishandled bags by up to half. The global airline industry has now formally committed to tracking every bag at every step of its journey. The old paper barcode, the technology that has run the world's airports for decades, is finally being retired. So the next time your suitcase vanishes through that little rubber curtain, picture what is really happening on the other side. A silent, miles-long machine, scanning, sorting, and racing your bag through the dark to beat a closing door. It is one of the great invisible feats of engineering that you were never meant to notice. Subscribe for more of what really happens behind the scenes of aviation.